Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive today into a celebration, a specific academic achievement.
That's right. And our sources give us some really nice details. It all happened on June 1st, 2025 at Nnamdi Azikiwe University in Awka.
And the person at the heart of it all is Mrs. Amaka Metu. She was celebrating a big step, her promotion to professor.
A huge milestone. And the sources, they jump right in with this rather memorable nickname she has.
They do. ATM. Comes right from our initials, Amaka Metu.
Exactly. So our mission here really is to explore how this celebration unfolded based on what the materials tell us.
And the sources paint a picture of the atmosphere, don't they? Like real joy, a sense of gratitude on campus.
Oh, definitely. Palpable is the word used, I think. A strong feeling of joy and thanks all around.
The day seems to break down into two main parts based on the accounts.
A Thanksgiving Mass described as very heartfelt, and then a gathering afterwards.
And what makes this interesting, I think, looking through the sources, is that mix. You know, the formal academic side, but also these very personal touches the community feel.
And even a bit of humor, right, connected to that nickname.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start with the Mass. The sources mention St. Joseph the Worker Catholic Chaplaincy.
Yes, and they highlight who was there. Her husband, her children described as devoted and loving, right there with friends, colleagues.
And it wasn't just being present, was it? The sources mentioned them joining in prayer.
That's a key detail, I think. It underscores this spiritual core, this intimate family and faith element before things get more, perhaps broadly celebratory.
Ian led the procession herself, described as an inspiration.
Yeah, a true inspiration. It really shows, according to these accounts, how deeply personal faith and family are woven into even these big professional moments in that context.
Okay, so after the Mass.
Right, the celebration shifts. They moved over to the ASU Secretariat.
And the vibe changes a bit there.
Seems like it. The sources use words like celebration, music, and camaraderie. So maybe a bit more relaxed, more of a collegial gathering.
So you see that contrast from the, let's say, solemnity and prayer of the Mass to this more social, pure-focused celebration, different facets of her life being acknowledged.
Exactly, engaging her different communities. And the source notes someone, Mr. Farich, was there capturing it all, getting those specific moments.
Speaking of specific moments, let's talk about that nickname joke, ATM.
Yes. The former dean, Professor Frank Collins, the source quotes him.
What was it exactly? Something like?
He apparently said, lightheartedly, "We all know her as ATM, but don't go expecting to withdraw cash from her." Something like that.
Right. It's a small thing, but its inclusion tells you something, doesn't it?
It really does. It's just, a certain warmth within that academic circle, a level of comfort where you can have that kind of gentle teasing alongside the formal recognition. It kind of humanizes the whole professorship thing.
So if we pull all these threads together from the sources, what's the main takeaway from this specific deep dive?
Well, I think it clearly shows how significant achieving a professorship is, obviously, but also how it's celebrated not just as one person's win, but as a community event. Years of work culminating in this shared moment.
And it really highlights the support systems, right? Family, friends, colleagues. They're not just spectators. They're actively participating, whether it's through prayer or just being there, sharing the joy.
Adapting their support to the setting. And the little details like the ATM nickname, Professor Collins' joke, Mr. Farich taking photos, they matter.
They show that unique blend. Formal achievement mixed with personal thanks, community spirit, and those specific cultural or personal touches like humor.
It shows how this new formal title gets integrated into her existing relationships, It adds a layer but doesn't erase the personal connections.
Which kind of leaves us, and you listening, with something to think about based on this account. When you think about big milestones, personal or professional, how do you see communities blending the formal stuff with the personal, the community feel, maybe even a bit of humor to make that celebration unique?